Hello everybody, it's Ushi once again, and here I am to explain the next servant. Just a quick one again. A Son of 100 Faces. Quite a disliked servant by opponents because they're extremely obnoxious to verse. Their kit is triple surveils, mostly agility cards with 1 magic and 3 strength. A pretty overall weak deck, but in what 100 Faces does is their main aim is to be a very annoying disruptor. Her first skill is her main MP 100 Faces here, that is a 5 mana 4 power card. What this does actually is kind of nice because you use it to do two things. You can always do it as to go to recon or to mind game people, and the action will let you draw 2 cards and play them face down. So for example, I got the Surveil and Physical Attack free. What you do with this is you can always decide to go to Recon instead. But you can play these cards, pay their cost, and move the action. Meaning, if I was in Miyama, for example, I could go into Shinto. That's the main way you want to use 100 Faces, is for extra unknown power. And a bit unpredictable power if they don't know what's in your deck. You do get revealed with this, but this is the main thing you want to do, and also it's always a go-to recon if you don't have a surveil in your hand or want to use a command seal. The next skill is Assassin Class that I have explained in the previous Serenity video, but I will quickly explain it once again, just for other people. If we quickly grab 3 people, if we grab, can we actually grab Shinji, Rin, and Harem Protag? If we're Shinji, Harem Protag is first and Rin is second. If we can beat Rin and be below Emiya, and Emiya doesn't have a luck, that's how Assassin class works. You want to be second in the fight with at least 3 people in it, and you could defeat the person in first. Now, the main bread and butter on Hassan of 100 Faces is the 100 Faces card, and this is that brings a Stoke feature into the game that is extremely obnoxious to verse, but the main win condition of 100 Faces. 100 Faces isn't really known as being that good, but extremely annoying. You pretty much stalk everybody at your location. Location means anywhere. It can be Magic Workshop, and you pretty much stalk all opponents. And what Stoke does at the end of every round, they will lose 1 VP plus 1 VP for every skill they used. So for example, if, I don't know, we're going to use Dion, I might make a video on soon, uses 2 skills here. He will, and he's stoked, he will lose 3 VP at the end of this turn. And people do lose stoke when you're in a fight with them. And if you win that fight, you gain 2 VP, meaning that your main aim is to stalk as many people as possible. Go to recon as much as possible because that's your main source of VP. And then when you can strike by hitting assassin class on a stalked enemy, you can get some pretty nice VP gain. Stoke also keeps in mind more servants like caster class, because if caster class is active and they go to Magic Workshop and use it and they're stalked, they will lose 1 extra VP, as it's a used thing and not played. So passive actions actually do count towards this, and 100 Faces is actually a very decent stalk ability. I don't rate them too much as power-wise, as their overall power isn't really that high, but you can definitely be a very obnoxious servant to verse, and you can definitely get a lot of disruption in. Being able to stalk and drain VP from everybody else while you can get the recon VP and come from assassin class is your main way of winning. So basically, if you want my TLDR on how to play 100 Faces, is you want to use 100 Faces as much as possible. You want to try and stalk every single player in your game. The more people losing VP, the better for you, because the further behind they're going to get while you're getting recon slash winning VP. If you feel confident in winning a fight, you're probably wanting to do it in maybe at max 2 people, because if there's 3 people in here, and you win, all of them will stalk. Even if you win the fight, all of them will stalk, no matter what. So you're basically wanting to do it when there's only a few and you're confident in winning. Preferably when there's 3 people, as that's Assassin's best territory, is because it's pretty easy to get second in. Assassin class, pretty straightforward. Use this to win your fights. It's your main win con. And 100 Faces is bring some unpredictable power with Assassin class if you wanted to. Or you can do it with 100 Faces and then go to recon and combat if it's not taken. This is a pretty decent combo because you can grab 2 cards, for example, and it could be a surveil. You can use it to go down and do some sneaky plays in Shinto, or you can remember you can always use 100 Faces with surveil and just leave the battlefield. You stalk the players there, and you go into Shinto, and that's a very good idea to do as well. So that's how you play 100 Faces. Your main aim is to stalk as many players as possible, go to Recon for VP as much as possible, and then poke with Assassin class to gain VP from 100 Faces and winning fights. Overall, I don't rate 100 Faces as a very good servant, but they're definitely not impossible to win with, and their playstyle is pretty straightforward but very annoying. Overall, I've seen them banned a decent amount of times, but in all honesty, as a player, this is Kyrie's wet dream because you stalk and go to recon every turn and you do a lot of work. So, main aim as 100 Faces is to not really get high VP yourself, but keep everyone low so you're getting ahead just because everybody's losing so much VP. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've got any more recommendations on the next one, feel free to ask. This one may have not been explained as I don't really see 100 Faces that much, but I think that's the main gist on how you want to do it. You can always use this as a bit of surprise extra attack too. Thank you very much for watching this quick video on how to play 100 Faces, and if you've got any recommendations on the next one, feel free to link in the comment below.